That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up, 60 or. Check. Hey, exit. Ready.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the run. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Throwing now is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, high 7.
53 for Mike. Drop deep. Let's go.
Go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
53 for Mike.
Again, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go.
Hey, Haywood. There we go. Spin it.
Locke looks to throw it again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get ready.
Step.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Attack!
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any...
Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. The tight end Kelce was the intended target.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Let's make these babies cry all the way now.
Check. 53, Mike. Check. 53.
Go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Yeah. What?
Lock taking the snap at 1. That's out to Hill, right side complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Mike, 53.
Yep.
53, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Go.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Coming. Say go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Look at me. Go.
They try again with Smallwood. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Now.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, shoot.
Block now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Smooth. Get wide.
Mike.
Get.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. On target over the middle to Hill. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Hey, I 7. Rush in, rush in. Clear. Shoot.
Now Locke again. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Locke now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Locke now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Locke to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. From the 31, Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Big ass. He's coming. Hey, Delta. We got double up. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 35 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Charlie.
Check.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Mike.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
56, Mike 56. It's a party now.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Here we go.
Lock now on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Williams.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Come on, hey, Zoo. Under 10. Go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mahomes firing complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now here's Mahomes. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the 22, Locke, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. They're going to need some 61, next down.
On first down, Locke. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Screen. Shoot.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. 53, Mike. Check. 50. Go.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Lock throwing on target to Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Smallwood. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
X3, 218, chop. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Ready? Slam. Check 99, check 99.
Here's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zach Kerr. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Charlie. 56 to Muck, boy. 56. Check 56. Hero 15. Come on, baby. Woo!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I don't need to. 50, bravo.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Let's get off the field.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
53 is the mark. Check pass. Check pass. Check 50. Check 50.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. And Hill with it over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about